Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Broncos are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Cardinals, who will need to be sharp on offense. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got to call it this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of staying with the ground game.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. play action. They'll throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
They go play action here on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The play clock's running down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? You start that next drive or no? You just throw that out the window. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
look to throw here. Finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Out of the gun now on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And this is a guy who's been here enough. He can't use, hey, I'm a rookie as an excuse. He's been around.
He sat in the meetings. He's played the games. The coaching staff is showing much more confidence in him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So 6 points on just 2 plays. That first play, explosive. The second one, polished off. A really quick drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little searching now?
I would say so, and they need to have...
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles. In a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you throw lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gap.
The Broncos send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
When you look at how teams play the game,
and we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And they'll go ground game here with the tailbacks. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Looking middle, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
3rd down and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Play clock winding down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And still no points on the score. Coming off of the 3 and out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Holding offense.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
Offense.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game.
Watch 84. Watch 84. He's going. Hurry up. Here we go. No. Jack Patriot. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319. Get that quarterback, D-Line. Get that quarterback.
The play clock's running down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brady, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
They're always... When you're punting the football away, it doesn't sound like...
Here we go now. Blue line. Blue line.
come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
They run the counter now on first down. Oh, the spin. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go! Blue 90!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Broncos haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Cardinals will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's roll those highlights. Now midway through the first, quick pass and completion is made here, and that goes as a 55-yard touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Broncos with the ball, end of the first. They're going to get to the QB once again. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Sticking with the same drive with plenty of pressure this half and another sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Third down from inside the 20. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. back out to Brent.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Time running out here on the play clock. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, and oh, it coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession. possession of the second half. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Set. Blue landed. Hot blue landed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at the play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't.
And they'll run it here. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now he'll tuck it and run. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Broncos.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit for the Broncos. They trot back out there. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little...
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. For 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Cards are going to have a first down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He's got time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay inbounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Out of the gun now on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time able to get 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense. Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hey, check my
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now back to throw. Out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And a pretty nifty hurdle there before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 9. And that's the Broncos send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Back to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
You always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And what?
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Set! Please!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
No. Check.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Set! 319! 319! Hot!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.